It is I, sports fans, Rockett Man. What's up? Thank you for being here on the channel. I appreciate it. I have an announcement to make today, and it's with a heavy heart that I announce to you that I will no longer be doing a Tennessee football channel. I'm going to be doing an Ole Miss football channel because I am defecting and I'm going to Ole Miss. See, there pisses you off, doesn't it? Just the thought of it. It's just freaking stupid.
Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out. His own basement. The world according to Rockett.
So I have three things to talk about today. I want to talk about the NIL thing, just real briefly, why I think it's a bad idea. Somebody asked me in the comments. And number two, I'm going to talk about the Iowa defense. Oh my God. I'm so scared. Really? And number three, I want to talk about, are they sandbagging us? Are they gaslighting us? Is Joe Milton going to back out of the bowl game? I read an article today. I got to get this guy on the show. If everybody knows him, tell him I want to get him on the show and talk to him about football. I think he's good. I like him. Zach Reagan writes for AZ Sports. He's got an interesting article out today about this very thing, about, is Joe going to play in the Citrus Bowl? You think we would know by now, but his whole proposition is that, proposition, as King Arthur would say. If we're not going to play Joe Milton, we certainly wouldn't tell them right now, would we? Go ahead and let them spend their time prepping for Joe Milton. Maybe Nico's going to play. I don't know. But I'm going to share the article with you just so you know. Shall we get started? Did you like my announcement about me in the transfer portal? I'm going to Ole Miss? What? You didn't see that coming, did you? Here's why the NIL is bullshit, in my opinion. These young men, 18, 19, 20, even 21, these young dudes, number one, your prefrontal cortex isn't even developed until your mid-20s, mid to late 20s, right? I mean, that's just fact. So they're not thinking right. They got a lot to learn. They're not developed yet in that department. And so now what we're teaching them is that let's be selfish and go somewhere else because there may be some more money for a year or two in my college formative years, as opposed to being loyal to your team. Because I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass how good you are. You're only as good as the team around you. Period. The end. Why do you think fire stations have a team? They're a team that slide down that pole in the middle of the night, and that team has prepared that whole truck to go and save somebody and save a city and save families and whatever. They have a team, and that teamwork does make that happen, right? The team thing is what the NIL is destroying. Loyalty to team. The notion of team is being destroyed by the NIL thing at a young age. And I guarantee you, you watch. They'll be paying high school players in the not too distant future. You watch. That will happen. And it sucks and it's stupid and I don't like it. Somebody asked me, I made that comment in the last video. Well, why do you think that? What's wrong with NIL? It's stupid because you're teaching young men the wrong lesson at the wrong time. That's why it's bad. It's not about you. It's about team. SEAL team. Probably the most impressive teams in the world. You know what their major tenet is? Is that they take care of the guy beside them. Period. That is the utmost qualification for a SEAL team member. And then this guy's going to got your back as well, right? It's about team. And you get team through a period of time of dedication and devotion. That's where that teamwork comes from. And if I'm going to stay here for a year or two, I don't think I'll look elsewhere. I'm going to go here for a year or two. It's kind of like serial divorces. How many people do you know have been married 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times? Right? Shut up. Understand. You can't be that selfish in life because it will end up biting you on the ass. The Iowa defense. I told you I was scared. I used to be an actor. I'm so scared. Please don't send the Iowa defense. Oh my God. Anything but the Iowa defense. And your Iowa defense. Right? I mean, really. Come on, man. I'm so sick of hearing about the Iowa defense. Oh, in the comments. Go read the comments. They're just stupid crazy. Oh, the Iowa defense. So, here's my thinking. The Iowa defense, here's the argument. The Iowa defense has, they're number 3 or 4 in the country. Okay. All right. Well, they got that against some really weak teams. 8 of the teams that they played are under 500 winning percentage. 8. And then some guy says to me, well, you know, everybody's got their weak teams in their conferences. Well, that's true. The weaker teams in the Big Ten are less teams than the weaker teams in the SEC. Okay, that conference, sorry to offend you guys, you Big Ten guys, but the conference is significantly weaker than the SEC. So I don't buy all of those defense. I mean, I haven't banned anyone on this channel ever until a couple of days ago. And this jagoff was just, he had the Pee Wee Herman. If Pee Wee Herman were a lawyer, right, he would have the Pee Wee Herman defense, which is, I know you are, but what am I? Well, I know we got beat by Michigan and by Penn State and by Minnesota, but we stopped their offense. Those things just happened because we gave up a lot of turnovers. You understand the goal of the game, right? It doesn't matter how you win. What matters is that you win, right? Oh, and this idiot was trying to tell me, well, yes, I know we lost a total of 57-0 from Penn State and Michigan, but our defense stopped their offenses. We were just bad. We were just bad on offense. None of that matters. What was the score? A collective 57-0. Idiot. Anyway, I was so frustrated at his stupidity, impressed by his loyalty, but I just had to ban the guy because he kept me talking for an hour, and I thought I was going to be able to persuade him to understand my point of view, and he wasn't persuadable because I didn't recognize in fear the Iowa defense. Let me tell you something. Josh Heupel has been in 12 bowl games in his career, either as an offensive coordinator or a head coach. He has an average of 28 points a game. He knows how to prep a bowl game, and he has done that against way better defenses than the Iowa defense. Next subject. So one of my favorite writers over at AZ Sports is a fellow by the name of Zach Reagan. We got to get him on the show. I want to talk to him. I like his writing. I like the way he looks at my Tennessee Vols. So he has an article today. For the last couple of weeks, the feeling has been the Tennessee Vols quarterback Joe Milton will play in the Citrus Bowl against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Milton from South Florida. Of course, that game is in Orlando, and that's where Joe is from. And what a poetic end to his college football career, to end it there in the same place he started it, in Orlando, where the Citrus Bowl is. However, there's some speculation now, and we quote here, if Joe elects not to play, and this will be a Joe decision, I don't think Josh Heupel is going to tell Joe he can't play in the bowl game. If Joe elects not to play in the bowl, I think that's something that they would probably keep quiet for at least a little bit longer. Yeah, I see that. I don't see them unveiling that right now. By the way, this is from Austin Price on an interview with, who's the show? RKW. Josh Heupel's big on the gamesmanship, and if Milton is opting out, if that were going to be the case, I think we would see it a little closer to the game. I'm not saying he's going to take it all away the day before the game, or take it all the way to the day before the game, but I think he's going to want to spend much time preparing for one guy, wants Iowa to spend time preparing for one guy than the other. So I am curious, what are you hearing? Do we know for certain? Seems like a lot of people are opting out, bailing on their team because of me. I don't want anything to hurt now. I don't want to get hurt because I want to sit on the bench for 3 years in the pros. I hate it. Your team has to depend on you. And if you're any good at all, it's probably because your team supported you. You got there. You got those accolades on the shoulders of those teammates. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting because I hadn't really thought about that. It's just a done deal to me. Joe's going to play. If Joe's going to play in the Senior Bowl, which is after January 1st, if he's going to play in the Senior Bowl, then he's going to play in this game. I don't see him not playing in the bowl game and then going and playing in the Senior Bowl game. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Am I wrong about that? I don't know. You tell me. Let me know in the comments below. Now, another big announcement. This Saturday is my birthday. And I'm traveling, I've traveled a lot lately, past couple of years, really. But I'm traveling every Christmas, right? And so I'll be visiting family for Christmas and seeing as how there are no whiskey and strippers in my family. I guess I'll just have a little birthday party online, and we'll create a proper birthday party online this Saturday. Not sure what time yet, but watch the post. I'll be posting it when I decide what time that's going to be. We'll just do a live on my birthday because you know what? You guys, past couple of years have meant a lot to me. You really, really have. And I've learned a lot and made a little tiny bit of money from the YouTube channel. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And it's all because of you, because you are my what? Team. And I am striking this radio set that I have here, video set, and I'm taking it with me on Christmas vacation so I can be broadcasting like you have grown accustomed for me to do. Because a team. Yeah. All right. I will, let me know what your thoughts are on the whole show today. Let me know. I'm in. Are you scared? Are you scared of the Iowa defense? Like me, I am so scared. I mean, I'm chainsaw massacre scared.